Welcome one and all to the pre-market show. How's it going, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm good. So, yeah, what's up, everybody? How's things? Happy Friday. So, I did catch up with your show yesterday. Really enjoyed Mandela. Some real great insights and comments dropped in. So, yeah, definitely worth a watch if you missed out on that yesterday. But business as usual today, right? Let's see what the opening range does for us. But a couple of things to talk about. So, we got about 15 minutes before the market opens. Should we talk Bitcoin?
Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's do it. Let's get over to Bitcoin. It's definitely been making the headlines, and I think we have maybe an interesting weekend up ahead. Could be a very interesting weekend. We did talk about Bitcoin last show, and I wanted to try and pull that out.
Let's see if you can pull up the chart for Bitcoin. But I'll just read through some of the news I've been reading today. So, Bitcoin. Record-breaking all-time highs, 118K. So yeah, Bitcoin's doing really well. And there's a short squeeze of 1 billion in short positions. So around 240,000 traders actually got liquidated in a Bitcoin holding. So that's a significant number, right?
Yeah.
And we're seeing inflow into Bitcoin, they're saying of over 1 billion on just on Thursday. So that is substantial investment into it. And it looks like that man Donald Trump again, love him, hate him, or just enjoy him for the memes, seems to be his crypto-friendly stance. Yeah, is definitely playing a part in cryptocurrencies at the moment. So yeah, some interesting times ahead. For myself, obviously don't like to buy at the all-time highs, but miss out, right? So what do you do with Bitcoin at the moment? But it's looking bullish, right? Just looking at that chart. Okay, it's on the M15, but I think you'd be crazy to gamble against Bitcoin at this point. We've had people saying since its inception, right, that it's going to go to zero, blah blah blah. But yeah, absolutely no chance. I just see Bitcoin fulfilling the prophecy of $1 million one day. Why not? I can just see it happening, right? And
I think you're right. Yeah,
I just noticed some of the other cryptos that I follow. So XRP is doing quite well today. I think got up to $2.60. So in my opinion, still well below. I think the valuation of XRP and what XRP brings to the table. But yeah, some interesting times ahead. I think the weekend will be interesting. Obviously, crypto doesn't close like the regular markets. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But I think there will be some people potentially just looking to squeeze for a couple of shorts, just in and out of Bitcoin, just to shake up a few loose hands. But yeah, Bitcoin's looking great. So if you've been holding Bitcoin all this time, kudos to you guys. You're doing really well.
Yeah, I know you have some crypto as well. I think do you have what are you holding still? Because we haven't touched on that recently. Do you have anything?
I do. Do you know what? I haven't logged in for such a long time. So my crypto portfolio is just hold, right? You can see with the hat, hold. Not where it's been. I don't trade crypto. I used to look at it every day when I first got involved. Get excited over $1,000 move or a couple of cents move. But now I'm just sitting on it. Perhaps I need to maybe log into one of my accounts later and see what we hold in and what the value is.
Yeah, so, it's good. It's probably a good thing that you weren't tinkering with it. But I find sometimes when I'm looking at it too much, I get a little antsy and want to start pressing buttons.
Yeah, I just want to jump into the live chat on CTI. So we got the regular, so the real FX bully. It's that time again. So yeah, welcome. We got Jay, who can't wait, so welcome, Jay. We've got Deshi, and people started hashtagging for a giveaway. I don't think there's a giveaway today, but thanks for the support. And we got the real FX bully. No worries, we will like and share. And we got Kexan. I've just dropped in here. So yeah, welcome all. We're just going to chat about crypto and gold for the next 10 minutes. And then we're going to get into some trading. So Mandela will be at SPX. And for myself, it'll be S&P futures. So yeah, welcome all on the CTI channel and welcome to our viewers here on Signature FX. But yeah, keep the comments coming. I know there's some gold traders over in CTI, so we will pay a visit to that, and we will catch up on last week's prediction as well.
Yes, we need to look at that. I think you may have won that. Actually, let's have a look now, because there was a gold. Could we call it a side bet? We used to call it the side bet. This was the gold side bet from last week, Andrew, and my eyes are a little bit weak from a long week. So I think we started here. This would have been last week, Friday's show. It says 334 was the price. I can't make out the rest of it, though.
Right, okay. Yeah, enjoy your moment. Yeah, look at that for a bit of luck, right? When was that?
That was this
Today.
morning. Yeah, that was roughly 4 hours ago. Yeah, so I waited until the last minute, made it a little exciting for everybody.
Yeah. So myself, chat of the lottery numbers for the weekend. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Well done.
Well, congratulations, well done. One second, Mandela. There we are, mate.
Thank you very much.
That's for you.
Oh, that's the cup. Yeah.
Yeah, you
like
win
that.
this
Okay.
week. Congratulations, well done.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, so come on, let's keep this going. Let's have a look at gold. Let's
have a good look at gold.
Let's zoom out a bit.
Zoom out. Let's see if we can see where it's been. So all-time highs are up here. This is a daily chart. So looking like it's kind of coming off of this trend line. We were talking about trend lines backstage before the show started, and it seems to be respecting these higher lows, getting a little bit of a bounce here on the daily chart. So yeah, all-time highs is exactly at 3,500.
Yeah, okay. So should we move that? We'll move that line, right? So what are you saying for next? What are you saying for next week? Come on, let's keep this going.
I want to retire on top. I want to finish it off now. No, okay. Yeah, let's keep it interesting. Let's keep it interesting. I don't want to lose. That's the thing. That's the truth. So if we do here, I mean, I'm gonna go higher again. I just feel like I need to go higher again. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say higher up to that upper trend line you've drawn in, but yeah, I'll go lower. Even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So
you could get lucky here.
Yeah, we could get lucky. Let's go lower for myself.
Okay, I'll just put the price as 3352.
Yeah, so we just got some people in the chat. So I love trend lines. Yes, we were talking off air about them, and the S&P, especially on the H1, seems to like them and respect them. And yeah, they seem to work well, especially when you tend to zoom out, and you can see that perfect example on the gold where it just hit that trend line, bounced off it. So potentially we could see gold going towards that upper trend line, and that'll be quite interesting. If we break that, could be seeing another push higher, or we could see it come back down. So
yeah, it's interesting to see how things kind of develop, and I like looking at it on a weekly basis as well, because you never know when it's gonna surprise you. That's always a good thing. All right, what do we got? We got about 6 minutes until the open.
Yeah, so Bitcoin's like a rocket. Yes, we just covered Bitcoin, and long term, I'm bullish on the majority of crypto. Been in this game a long time. I can remember Bitcoin trading around $1,000, and people were telling me it's rubbish, it's going to zero, don't waste your money, it's a Ponzi scheme. And yeah, look where it's trading today. So I think over the long term, I think the price is up for Bitcoin. So
yeah, we can have a look at something else as well. I mean, any other tickers in the live chat? If you are watching the show live, please just feel free to post in the live chat, and we'll be happy to look at what you're looking at. If you're coming across anything, let us know.
So could we have a look at, just for me, on XRP? So okay, chat, don't all laugh at once, but I'm a XRP believer. So let's see what XRP is doing.
Yeah, we're gonna have a look at XRP. This is PJ's favorite go-to. Last time I checked, it was moving in lockstep with Bitcoin. That was a few days ago. Yeah, there we go. And there's a trend line that we've been tracking as well. There we go. That's a daily.
Okay, so
Let's take rid of that. There we go.
yeah, look at that.
We were tracking this trend line, this kind of resistance levels, just pierced it slightly. Interesting. Do we now get up to 350, $3.50?
Yeah, it would be nice to see that, right? And long term, I'm bullish on XRP. It's probably one of the slowest moving cryptos. Yeah, it's just taking forever, but for me, that's good. That's sustainable. I think sometimes the slower the price moves up, the slower it should come back down. That's my thought anyway. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, come on XRP, let's go.
Yeah, it's moving. It's moving nicely here.
Yeah, we got some people asking for Bitcoin analysis. Don't know if you want to pull back up Bitcoin.
Yeah, we can do Bitcoin. We got about 3 minutes until the open. All right, let's see Bitcoin analysis. This was my breakdown here. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit granular, zoomed in, and keep doing that. All right, there we go. So I have the all-time high here that was hit this morning, sitting at about just under 119K. And we've pulled back a little. I'd like to see if we can stay above what would have been the Asian session high. We got, as you know, Andrew, we look at like some imbalances. This is a big one here. Yes. This could become a target, but I don't know until we get through and kind of make a new low. I think anybody trying to short this is going to have a hard time.
Yeah, I agreed. It would be. It's a catch-22, right? I don't like buying a stock or buying an asset when it's at an all-time high. I just don't think it's a great best time to buy. But crypto breaks that rules, and what I would say as well, the way the price is pushed up, it wouldn't be great to be selling either, right? So, like I said, I don't trade crypto. Just do my best to stack and hodl. That's what we do, right? So we don't trade crypto because it is quite volatile. But myself, long term, I'm bullish on the majority of crypto projects out there, especially your top 10 or your big players, for sure. Yeah.
I think it's good to kind of just be patient. And one technique which you mentioned is kind of not looking at it every day. Not looking at your P&L. And that kind of keeps you in, because anybody that bought Bitcoin today or before today is up. Any point in history, if you would have bought Bitcoin last week, if you would have bought Bitcoin last month, you would be up right now. And it's easier to hold when you're not trying to overanalyze. So I like to zoom out. Yesterday we got a really nice push yesterday. Bitcoin hit an all-time high and then just had a nice sort of I just think the bears were just, like you said, very frustrated trying to short this all the way through. The sellers were very, very, very frustrated.
Yeah. So just look at the crypto news. $1 billion of short positions got liquidated over this move. So there's going to be some nervous sellers out there as well, right? So there'll be a lot of people just going to sit on the fence at the moment until they get some sort of confirmation, some sort of sell signal, or additionally another buy signal. But
this is Jason Shapiro. So Jason Shapiro is also saying that the large speculators who are usually wrong are shorting this. So the commercials who are usually right are getting long this. So you want to be on the side of the red, which is still buying this rally.
Do you want to explain what you got here from Jason, the commitment of traders, because it's a great tool? Because there'll be some
absolutely
in the chat, and they'll be wondering what we're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the opening bell in about 10 seconds, but we can cover this. Let's cover this after the open. But I'm happy to break it down and show exactly what all of this means. Let's see what the S&P does at the open here, and then we'll definitely come back to it. I just don't want to miss the open, because sometimes we get some really violent moves after the first sort of 10 seconds. Here we go. So pretty big gap down. Little we're looking at S&P starting the day a little bit lower, softer today. Let's see.
Yeah, so I've just taken a long position for 40 ticks on a challenge account. So
okay, well done.
Okay, we're doing all right. So we're up. Okay.
Well done.
Right, yeah, that wasn't the strategy, but it's a challenge account, so I'm not too bothered with that. Okay, let's get serious then. Let's start doing things properly. Let's start looking at this opening range.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna start doing the same thing over here.
What I will say to the chat is the opening range hasn't been great for me this week. It's the week before OPEX, which is the options expiration. So we have covered that in some of the shows before. We'll speak about that later as well. And yeah, hasn't been the greatest of week for the opening range breakout, but I have had some good trades just using trend lines on the H1 on the S&P or ES for futures. So okay. So at the moment, I don't guess the direction. I let the price come to me. So depending where we break on the opening range, I'm looking at a take profit and stop loss of around 76 ticks at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how this starts to play out. I'm just marking up the chart now.
Good job. I'm gonna do the same. I'm doing the exact same right now. All right. This is usually the part where we go quiet.
Yes.
Zoom in. We zoom in. All right, I'm gonna do, so we got up on the screen for anybody who is first time with us. We just have some data coming courtesy of coifin.com. Just keeping an eye out on the first few minutes of the day. It gives you a nice broad perspective on markets, what's moving and grooving. All right. Okay, Andrew, I'm gonna take a second and just zoom right in.
Okay,
I'm gonna start doing my charts.
I'll pick up with the chat now. So
thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. So right, yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes, and then you can do me the same favor.
Yeah, I will return the favor gladly.
Okay, let me just take control here. Then let me share the screen. Okay, chat, so what we're looking at is, I'm looking at the opening range of the New York Open, and I'm looking at the first 15 minutes. So here's the first candle of the first 5. Let me just zoom out in so you can see a bit better. Okay, and what we're looking to do is we're looking to set a high and a low over the next 15 minutes. From that then, the opening range breakout, it really is, as described, it's quite a simple strategy. Price breaks below the opening range. I'm looking to go short. Price breaks below the opening range. Looking to go short. Price breaks above the opening range. I'm looking to go long. So I'm just marking some positions in. And what I like to do is I don't like to take a trade directly from the opening range. I like to give it a little bit of breathing room just in case we get a false breakout. So I trade that on the M5 chart and I wait for the 15 minutes. And what I am looking at as well is just looking at the direction here. We can see M15's up, M30, H1, H4 is down. So, yeah, these charts carry a bit of strength, right? They'll supersede M15. So I'm looking at that. And I'm also looking at some of the trend line breakouts on the H1 on the S&P. So you can see here, broke a trend line here, got a nice push down. Broke a trend line, would have been a stop loss here. This would have been a winner. This one would have been a winner, and the same here as well. So, yeah, just got my eye on the H1 chart as well. And hurry up, Mandela! Can you talk for so long? Help. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. And okay, so you can see now we got the opening range start to form. Yes, we've got the high here. Here's the low. And I'm going to do this, like I said, over the next 15 minutes. And then after the 15 minutes opening range, I'll be looking to take a trade long or short.
Great synopsis, Andrew. And I think that's a great way to set it out as well.
Okay, it's my
most people
turn
in the
now.
live chat. Yeah,
I'll be back.
okay. Here we go. see
Here
you
we
in
go.
2 hours. All right. I'll take it. Here we go. Okay. So similar sort of strategy, similar sort of thinking process here. I am looking to take a trade if we continue lower today out of the open. Then I'm looking to take that trade lower. If we move higher, so yesterday we ended up dipping in the first 20 minutes and then ended up resolving higher on the S&P. So today we're doing very similar to what we did yesterday. So just having a quick look here at where we're going to open. We got the previous close up here. Previous close is coming in at 62.80. So that could be a target if you're looking to get long. If we end up breaking above the opening range. On the downside, well, take your pick of targets. Some previous all-time highs. We have the June close, which is where we basically ended June and started July. This is a good one for targets. And then this week's low as well is a target that's coming in at 60, just about 6,200. Really nice round number. I'm very hesitant to go to be too short-minded or too bearish because the last few days of just every single dip has been bought. So we do have to be a little bit cautious here as we prepare for the opening. All right, so first things first, we're going to do opening range for the 1 minute. So 1 minute opening range here is, oh, wow. Okay, we're starting to get some moves. I'm going to quickly tee up some orders. What's happened in the past is I've been a little too hesitant to get in. And then as a result, end up missing those moves. So right now, I'm going to, get prepared for an order here. Andrew, if you're still around.
Yeah, still here.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
we see the bearish move coming.
Yeah, we can. And yeah, just a difference in the strategy. So fundamentals of what Mandela and I trade are the same. We both trade the opening range breakout. But Mandela is more tuned in to the 1 minute and 5 minute chart, where I'm looking to trade the 5 minute and 15 minute chart. Will say for myself, hasn't been the best week for the opening range, especially the week before the OPEX, but who knows, right? Today could be the day, but yeah, would like to finish the week off strong if we can. And yeah, so about 7 minutes for myself before I get active and start looking.
Yeah, it looks like S&P is still, I would use a very technical term here, Andrew, which is drippy. Yeah. It needs to be put in a textbook somewhere.
Just going to quickly jump into the chat.
Please. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, it's just saying CTI is the only firm I trust.
There you go.
People are asking what's your favorite pair. So for us two, it's the S&P 500. Lovely strategy, straightforward and simple. And that's Andrew. Yeah, it really is. It is a simple strategy, and given over time, it does work. Don't get me wrong, you can take a couple of days or a week of losses, but statistically, especially for myself, I actually track all my trades, and it's profitable, right? And I know Mandela was using it, I think 6-7 years ago, stepped away, and he's come back into that system as well.
Yeah. That's right. The reason I stopped was because I was having mixed returns, and I just got frustrated with the expenses, which is the term we use when you don't have a profit. And I just got impatient with it. But as you know, Andrew, you did something similar as well. I think you started using it and then you switched off. You switched into something else for a while.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest mistakes traders make is strategy hopping. You start a strategy, you have a couple of good weeks, then you take a couple of days of losses, then you just put the strategy in the bin, you think it doesn't work, and then you go on to something else, and it's just like repetition. You just get into that nasty cycle of going through different strategies, and ultimately over time you're losing, right? So you just need to find a strategy, you know, that suits you, suits your psychology, suits your system, and stick to it. And then with trading, it's not a get rich quick scheme, right? It takes time, and really you should be taking your stats, you know, over 12 months, right? After 12 months, you should know if you're profitable or not, you know, not after 12 hours or 12 days. So, you know, my recommendation to people is try and stick with your strategy, try and understand it, try and learn it, but don't give yourself brain fog by jumping strategy to strategy. It doesn't help. And I say this every week. I have a real good friend. He knows every strategy made to man. If you
It's not me, is it? It's not me, is it?
It's not you, no.
Okay, good.
But
just checking.
Yeah, no. And if you had dinner with him, he could take you through ICT, SMC, Fibonacci's, opening range breakout. He could take you through EAs, and you would hand over your life savings to this guy to trade. But when it comes to trading, he can't get to a payout. He really struggles because he's strategy to strategy, and sometimes too much knowledge can be a bad thing, right? So yeah, keep it simple.
Yep, and this strategy is just that. I think if we had to give it a nickname, it would be the simple strategy. It's not very complicated at all. We're seeing some downward movements, some downward tests underneath the opening range here, Andrew. I know you like to use the 15-minute, which is we're still about, what's that, 3 minutes short? 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes short, but for myself, multiple charts, so M5 to H4 are all showing a downward bias. So potentially could be looking at taking a short position. I just want to mark it in the VWAP, so the high and low of the day. You want to do that just to give me some additional confirmation on the trend. But yeah, we will see. Yeah, I'm just got Andrew in the chat. He's saying that is true. Had some losses and changed my strategy. Then never made profit for 3 months. Returned to my strategy and now I'm consistent. Exactly that. Yeah, trading takes time. You know, we're all in the same boat, right? Why are we trading? Ultimately, is to make money, right? And then it's the things that money bring with it. You know, the freedom, the lifestyle, whatever you choose. But ultimately, we're here to make money. And strategy hopping, that's all you're doing is just delaying your progression, because you're not going to be profitable if you're swapping strategy month to month or week to week.
We're getting a big move here, Andrew. I don't want to take you away from what you're saying, because what you're saying is really good quality stuff, but I just want to show the move that we're getting initially is quite strong. I would say quite strong in the first 15 minutes of the day.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to Signature FX chat. Yeah, jump in the chat, please. We miss you guys. Yeah, where's WhatsApp? Where's the rest of the team?
He's probably trading right now. Probably focusing on his trades.
He's probably taking a short position.
Probably. He'll come in after, once he's made his profit. Let us know how he did. Okay. Yeah, feel free to chat. Feel free to engage us in the live chat. That's why we do this. And we know everybody's busy, but we enjoy trading and sharing. And Andrew just dropped a lot of knowledge just now. So yeah, feel free to share what you're looking at, what you're thinking, and we're happy to hear from you.
Just quickly to check.
All right, so I am looking to take this trade, Andrew. I don't know if we're going to get a retest. So we talk a lot about the break and retest. I think we've gotten permission from Jerry to use that as a Jerry break and retest. I'm gonna have to double check with Jerry.
The man, the myth, the legend. What's up? What's up?
There we go. As soon as you mention his name, he's appears.
Looking to go short, my man.
I am not surprised. So if we get this break and retest, I know a lot of people like doing the retest. This could be considered a break here, and maybe this is a retest. Depending on what time frame, what you use. I guess what we're seeing now is more of a what is going on? Looks like GoldenEye. Looks like we're getting a continued down move here in S&P out of the open.
Probably going to join you on that short, actually. It's looking pretty good.
I'm gonna have to take it. I'm gonna have to take. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be patient. This is in the back of my head. This is what I should be doing. Just easing it up.
And I just have to apologize to the chat in CTI. I just need to pull up another screen at the moment. So here we go, multitasking like an octopus. I'm gonna try and hit a couple of accounts with this trade. Okay, it's just flirting with the opening range on ES on futures at the moment. Let me just quickly mark this in myself. Okay, I think I'm set.
All right, I'm gonna just put an alert here, Andrew, because I'm gonna start looking at what else is going on in the world.
Yeah, so
we can see Nasdaq's down, S&P's down.
Let me just quickly do a confirmation. So what I'm doing is, first of all, make sure it's the right currency pair. I've done that before now. Make sure the contract size is correct. Make sure the risk is correct. Take profit ticked, stop loss ticked. Market direction for myself is all showing down. So the trade is clean. Let's hope it's green.
Here we go. It sounded like a pilot just now. Just waiting for you to say.
Yeah, let's get ready.
British Airways 694 ready for pushback and clearance. It sounded like you're doing your checklist, which is kind of what trading is, right?
I do have a checklist, so I like to make sure that everything is correct before I take a trade.
All right, I'm going to mark out the 15-minute low. If you want to take it, Andrew, you can take the steering wheel, drive it. Please be my guest. I'm just going to mark out the 15-minute low. Sometimes that does act as a key level throughout the day. Okay, so I'm going to leave your screen up. It'll be interesting for the chat to see, what you're up to, what you're doing. So why are you marking the 15-minute low? That'll be the question. Okay, so I know that traders like yourself trade the breakout out of the 15-minute range. I used to do another one of these rectangles for the 15-minute low, but I found that made it a little cloudy, a little bit too busy on the charts. So I just put a horizontal line at the lowest price hit in the first 15 minutes, which happens to be here, the low of this candle. 62.39 spot 34, and what I'll do is just keep an eye out on that low, because that could end up being on the second leg down. If we get a break, if we get a retest, let's say we get a retest of the opening range low, which is possible, this could be a nice little confirmation for a second leg lower. And it's showing that we're getting a bit of a bounce off of your 15-minute low. So I'm basically borrowing a page out of your book, Andrew. Yeah. And using the 15-minute opening range low. Yeah, I'm just mindful of today's low. Could act as some support, right? So I've actually got my entry just below today's low. I'd like to see us to break that. But on ES, on the futures, we're actually pushing back up into the opening range. So it could be one of those days like yesterday, but just for the chat and those watching, unless we get a clear break above the opening range or below, we don't take a trade, right? So in between the opening range, we just call it chop or some sideways movement. And yeah, we're not looking to take those trades. Yeah, it's a lot about being willing to be on the sidelines and being comfortable not trading. You have to be comfortable not trading. It's getting a pretty sharp move up here. I don't know if there's some news that's come out or what. I'll have a quick look on X. But the turn has changed from the first 15 minutes to the second 15 minutes. Looks like the bulls are starting to step up. They're watching the show, right? They're spoiling our fun. Yeah. So, okay, so it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a wait. There's nothing happening in this candle. Potentially, I like to see a break of the opening range low. Then I like to see a confirmation candle break in below it. Because sometimes the candle can push through the high or the low, and then it just pulls straight back into the range. So I like a confirmation of a candle opening outside of the range. So yeah, nothing at the moment for myself. Just looking at the H1. Yeah, we just seem to be moving sideways at the moment, Mandela. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. So getting what we would have called a break and retest. Maybe this is the retest here, potentially. Like you said, also we did bounce off of today's low, and it's taken us almost right back to where we opened. It's pretty strong bounce here.
So just got a question. If the market's consolidated in a week, what should we do if we need to trade? You don't trade, right? Or what you do, you zoom in on that consolidation and have a look for some trades there. So maybe you can take it up into the M1. But my advice is you just don't trade. You just wait until you get your opportunity. You should have a set of rules. You should have them written down, and you should be following those rules. And my recommendation is you don't take the trade.
I think the key word on there is if you need to trade. Well, if you need to trade, then you probably should not be trading. If you need to force a trade, it's probably a good sign that you're not doing this for the right reasons. You should never need to have to trade. You could always have other things going on, investments, other streams of income, perhaps. Have other things that you can survive with. And you should be able to survive without placing a trade for a day, and that should still be okay. Try not to have that need. That need is I think that's the tricky part.
Yeah, because when you start needing to trade, that's when you start making mistakes, right? Desperation can step in, and then what's the word? So when I was learning to trade, you start seeing trades that's not there, right? You just want to make those dollars, and you just start taking risks. Just looking for that opportunity. So my advice is consolidating. You can zoom right in, and potentially you can find some patterns. But my recommendation is I just wouldn't trade, and that's what you might see today. Now, as long as we're trading in between this opening range, I'll be sitting out.
Yeah. The other thing that comes to mind, if you feel like you need to trade, then maybe you should have some other longer term sort of investments or some plays that you can generate some sort of income over a week period, like a week long period or a few weeks, so that you're not feeling that anxiousness, anxiety to always have to be in a trade all the time. Just got a message now. Gold is flying. Good call. Who was that from?
And that's from Dashi.
Okay, Dashi. Thank you very much for that. That's helping me in our little what we call the side bet here. It just needs to keep flying. It's cleared for takeoff. You can just keep going.
And
no problems there.
We got Santosh as well over in our chat. There's a gap in the 1 minute candle. It will fill that gap and revert back today's lows. Flexibility is the key. Yes, definitely agree. I think we all like to speculate within the markets, and that's something I used to do, but now I just wait for the price to come to me. It's just like, I think I've used this analogy in the past, it's just like fishing, right? I just load up my hook, nice juicy worm, cast it in. By the way, the hook's my strategy. I cast it in, I wait for the fish, which is the price, to come to me, and then I do my best to reel it in. So
I was gonna I'm glad that you clarified what the hook was, because I was trying to imagine it.
Not everyone's a fisher,
Yeah, it's true.
Do we have any fishers in the chat? Any fishermen or fishing ladies?
Put a Y, put a capital
persons?
capital Y in the chat if you do fish.
Yeah,
a capital Y would be nice. Andrew, I wanted to quickly go back to this. We did pause this. We put a pin in this at the open, and I wanted to just quickly run through what this is all about. So we have the Commitment of Traders Report. We receive this update once a week. It actually comes from the CFTC, and this is produced by Jason Shapiro, who we've had on our Invest in Blueprint show, also a Market Wizards featured in the Market Wizards series. So what we're looking for in the Commitment of Traders report is we're looking for what the commercials are doing, and the commercials are defined as the big pension funds, banks, and those who have substantial amount of funds. It's basically above a reporting level set by the CFTC. Then you also have what's called the large speculators. These large speculators often are wrong. They're usually on the wrong side of the trade. And we want to do the opposite to what they're doing. So if the large speculators, if you can see here, Bitcoin starting to go up. We've just gotten a nice all-time high. The large speculators are shorting this. So we don't want to be with them. We want to be with the commercials. So we'll compare each week's report or each week's level to find out, are the commercials more long or less long? And they're staying long for the last few weeks in Bitcoin. And the large speculators are still trying to short. And I think they're trying to find a top in Bitcoin. And these are the ones, this is the group that we try to do the opposite of.
Yes, yeah, definitely. And if you look at the T's and C's of all your prop firms challenges, you will see on there that, I think it's 95% of retail traders do lose money. So yeah, it makes sense to go with the institutes and to follow, their recommendations. Just got a few questions. If you did have a question, is it a giveaway? No giveaway today, but please tune in to CTI next Thursday with Mandela. There might be something. But what I would say to the chat, if we can drop some CTIs in the chat, let's show CTI some love for the giveaway yesterday. I know it was really appreciated by the chat yesterday. I think the more CTIs you drop into the chat, there's more chance of them giving stuff away next week. So yeah, if you can, drop some CTIs into the chat. Let's show CTI we want some more giveaways on the show.
That's a great idea, Andrew. It's a really good idea. We also gave away a ticket to Lumina Fest last show. So congratulations to Jerry for winning that ticket. And we will be in communication with Lumina Fest. We may be able to get some more tickets for next week, Friday, as well for us. So great question. Keep the questions coming and just keep it locked. Keep tuned in with us, and we'll be giving away as much as we can in the coming shows.
Great stuff. We got the CTIs in the chat. That's the way. Let's put some pressure on CTI to have some more giveaways. Keep it going. Excellent. CTI, they'll be watching. They'll probably stream now.
Yeah, there we go. We really appreciate the live chat. It keeps us on our toes, keeps it fun.
Yeah, and if you're and if you're watching on Signature FX, drop some SFX into the chat. We definitely got some giveaways for you guys as well. Like Mandela said, we can sort you out with the tickets if you're in Bermuda.
Yes, we will be getting some more tickets. So we gave away one free complimentary ticket last show to Jerry Soltis, and we will look to get some more for next week, Friday. So make sure you're back with us next week, Friday.
Okay, so back to the trade. Nothing happening for myself, so we're still trading within the opening range. We have broke a trend line on the M5, but that doesn't really carry much weight for myself. Such a low time frame. We are breaking above an anchored VWAP level as well, so potentially we could be going long, but until the price comes to me, just sitting on my hands. So yeah, chat, any questions, anything you just want to talk about, please let us know, because at the moment there's nothing happening with the trades.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out what's happening. Yesterday we got something similar to this where the initial breakout was lower and then we ended up ripping higher. And this could be more or less like a deja vu for yesterday. It's a little early to come to that determination. I would like to see if we can climb and maintain above 6,256, just above the 5-minute and the 15-minute and the 30-minute opening range high. If we can get up here, which would be around Monday's high, I think there's a good opportunity to get back to where we closed yesterday. So let's see. It's it would remind me a lot of yesterday, because I don't know if you remember yesterday, Andrew. We did go down first. We went lower first, and then reversed.
I took that trade, hit my stop, and then I like broke even, taking the trade in the other direction on the opening range high breakout. So
Nice.
yeah, it's been a difficult week trading the opening range for me, but luckily enough, I've zoomed out to the H1 and taken a few trades there on the futures account. Just to the chat, how many of you are active with CTI? How many of you got challenge accounts or are funded? If you can just put, I don't know, thumbs up or a me in the chat, let us know how many of you are taking the challenge at the moment, and let us know how you're doing, right? You know, we just started, have you passed, nearly passed? Yeah, just let me and Mandela know. And yeah, we're quite interested. You know, we want to support you guys and help you achieve all you can with CTI.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be good. It would be good to know how everybody's journey's going in the group. So yeah, feel free, let us know. Just pop a message in the live chat, and we'll see how we can help, and we can help each other basically on this journey.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know your strategies as well if you want. Yeah, maybe you can help us out as well. So yeah, and that's what community is about, right? You know, it's two-way. It needs to be interactive.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up Coifin here, and I'll add gold to actually Bitcoin to the mix. So Bitcoin, this would be as of, I think, from this morning, but it's definitely the best performer. And we have the best gainer, biggest gainer in the S&P is Palantir, PLTR, up more than 1.3% today. McDonald's, interestingly, I know there was some talk about McDonald's in Russia. I think McDonald's is trying to get back into Russia. This was on Bloomberg earlier this week.
So yeah, so I spent some time Eastern Europe, and yeah, they replaced McDonald's. Here we are, chat. Here's some useless information we never need to know. It's called I Am. So it's exactly the same as McDonald's. I've got some photos somewhere. So it's exactly the same sort of setup as the restaurants, same color scheme, very similar menus, but it's actually like an I apostrophe M. So it's I Am. Yeah, it's an
I am. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send a photo later. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So when I was in Kazakhstan, that was my staple diet for the week, because I don't really like horse meat, if I'm honest. So yeah,
you can tell we're not sponsored by them at all.
Yeah. Not out there, but yeah, it's not for me. So yeah, I Am is called. So if you're ever in Kazakhstan or near Russia, check them out. You're all right.
Yeah, I think that's good to know. Good piece of information. That's not useless. That's good. That's a good piece of information.
Yeah, that's right. If you ever find yourself in Kazakhstan, Almaty, go there. Let them know Andrew sent you.
There you go.
Yeah, no discount. Okay.
You can't say you didn't learn anything, or you didn't pick up anything on the show today.
Right. Okay. Back to the chat. So yeah, a lot of people congratulating CTI on his 7-year birthday. That says a lot about a prop firm, right? 7 years, you know, talk about, you know, having skin in the game, right? And just says, you know, how reputable CTI are. And I can't think of many other prop firms, maybe one or two, but, you know, 7 years in the game, that's really good going. So massive congratulations to CTI. And for me, it's a massive green flag as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's their 7th birthday on Sunday. And so it's just a testament, like you said, to the test of time, being able to still, you know, have a great reputation, be very well respected in the community, and have a community of people. So
it's 7 on Sunday. My invitation must have got lost in the post. Yeah,
it's probably a surprise. Probably going to surprise you with something very soon.
Sent it to my old address.
Keep an eye out.
Okay, right. Okay, back to the charts, and just nothing happening for myself. I'm on the M5 as well, so we just trading within our opening range, so not great deals of volume at the moment. M5 to H1 is showing an upward trend. H4 still showing down at the moment. So yeah, I've got the alert set, got my level set, so everything's set right. But hopefully we can get a trade soon. Probably going to jump off in the next 20-25 minutes, and I might just call it a no trade Friday, or capital preservation Friday, as we like to call it.
Yeah, that's a good way to call it. Preserve the capital. I think you had a pretty good week, actually, if memory serves.
Yes, I've done all right. Let me have a look.
Yeah, we're hovering in the middle.
Not a bad week.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Let's see Bitcoin. I'm just gonna pull up Bitcoin again, Andrew, because wondering if it's not quieting down. I mean, the sellers are anybody shorting this is getting frustrated. I am in awe. I do remember last Friday, we said we both agreed we thought Bitcoin would be a little bit higher from week to week, but I don't think we thought it was going to be this much higher. Let's have a look here. Where was it? Friday. Oh, so the last show was on not Good Friday, 4th of July. So that was around here when we would have done the show, somewhere here. So in a week, it's moved massively. From the last show to this show, it's up 9%, $9,000, $9,800 in a week.
Yeah, no, it's just an incredible move, and long term, I just think it would be foolish to bet against Bitcoin, right? People have tried, people have tried. How many times have I sat around Christmas dinner table talking about Bitcoin, and people telling me it's a Ponzi and waste of money, and just look at it go. So yeah, again, congratulations to all the Bitcoin holders.
Yeah, they're definitely being rewarded here today, Andrew. I'm sure if you would have been sitting around the table, I guess sitting around the barbecue on 4th of July, and you would have had all your family members saying, how's the Bitcoin doing? How's your Bitcoin looking?
I'll make sure I wear my Bitcoin t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't wear the XRP one too much. It makes people laugh, but yeah, the Bitcoin hat's all right.
Yeah, I like the hodl. The one you got on now is nice as well.
Yeah, do you know the worry is of wearing like crypto merch? Here we go, just to bring the tone of the show down. There's some people in London actually got held up, didn't they? And people trying to steal their crypto off them. So
oh wow, okay. So because they're wearing the shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. So if they want, if you want my 0.00001 of Bitcoin, please be gentle.
They assume that you have a lot. You can afford you probably have more. The shirt's probably worth more than the Bitcoin. Just take the shirt.
Yeah, take the hat, please.
Yeah, take the hat, yeah.
Leave my micro Satoshi alone. Okay, right. So, yeah, it's not looking like a great trading day. I'm not gonna force a trade, to be honest with you. I might take a trade later if we get a clear break above this opening range. But what about yourself, Mandela? What were you thinking? It's just chopping in between that opening range, right?
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I do think if we can get above the opening range high here, I think I'm gonna take the trade. At least give it a try above here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it. I don't know when that's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna try and front run it or get in too early, because I think that's where you're asking for trouble. But yeah, if we do get above here, I'll take the trade. I think there's a good risk to reward here. We talked about this before, using the long position. If we target here and then have the stop loss somewhere here, that's almost 3-1.
Yeah, we got some people in the chat that are eagerly waiting. We'll do our best. We'll talk nice to the price. Hopefully we can get a trade right. But for myself, I don't like the movement either. We're not seeing much volume. We're just in a chop at the moment within the opening range. Mandela might take a trade. Me, I'm unsure. Unless we get a convincing punch through that opening range high, I'm probably not going to take the trade. Waiting 72 hours.
Well, for a trade.
Yeah, potentially, yes, I think so. That's the way, right? If it's a good setup and a good trade, it's worth the wait.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So
you will get tested. You will get tested.
Okay, I do have something while we wait for a trade. Let me see if I can find it. No. Let me see if I find Andrew.
I'm gonna have a look on the 5-minute here.
Yeah, I'm just in the
I
back.
think we changed the background.
Yeah, I'm just in the back office, just see what mischief I can get up to. You can shout to me later when we're off camera, right?
You're changing all the backgrounds. Don't do the backgrounds.
Yeah. Leave my Streamlabs alone, you. I can't find my
I don't know what you're doing.
SpongeBob. He's gone.
I don't know where SpongeBob's going. Is it in I don't know where SpongeBob is.
Where? He's gone. Okay, chat. We were gonna have some fun. We were gonna have some fun with SpongeBob, but he's gone.
We may have to upload him again. We may have to re-upload him at some point.
So this is what happens when you leave Mandela in charge of StreamYards for the last couple of months.
I think I may have had to create some space. We had a system overload. System overload.
The truth comes out.
This is a while ago.
Yeah, just excuse us, chat, while we have a domestic live on stream. But okay, right. So we could be getting a break of the opening range high pretty soon. What you see, Mandela? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm trying to be patient here with it. If it doesn't break above, then it doesn't break above. I don't need to trade. That was one of the questions we got. I don't need to trade. I would rather sit out and watch. If we're remaining inside the opening range, then we're gonna just sit and watch. So I would look for, if I had to break it down a bit, I would say nice little push out here would be nice. Maybe we do a break and retest on the top side. That's also a possibility. And then look to get in kind of maybe here or here. Here or here is fine. And then try and ride the wave to the previous close would be kind of where I'm thinking. And that's me done for the day, I think. Not getting too greedy.
Pretty good. So what about the chat? Anyone trading? Anyone taking a trade? Anything you'd like to share with us? Because there's nothing happening for the opening range breakout, and you get days like this, right? And you can't trade every tick. So sometimes you just have to wait and be patient. But if anyone is trading in the chat, let us know, and share your success with us, please. That's okay. So I'm getting a move, but the break through the opening range is not strong enough for myself. I really want to see the price just punch through that opening range, get a little bit of volume into these candlesticks as well. It's just not happening for me at the moment.
So quick question: Where is your opening range high? Are you near the opening range high on futures?
Yeah, so I'm trading the futures today, right? So let me just share with you what I'm seeing. Okay, so here's my opening range. First 15 minutes on futures. We can see, we got down to the bottom, failed to break out, push back up. We're testing our opening range high. But what I'd like to see this candle, a full-bodied candle actually punch through this opening range high, potentially retest. And I've got an alert set here then. But I'm looking to buy, and you can see here, 3 contracts. Looking at a 285 risk. I'm looking to trade that across multiple accounts. So, okay, we just broke above the opening range high. So let me just check.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. So we could be on for a trade, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Finally.
this is usually when the fun happens. So I'd like to see if we can maintain above, hold above. That would be really good.
Yeah, I'd like
Hold
to,
above and stay above.
if we take a trade, I'd like to have a winner on the opening range breakout this week. So you know, especially with our viewers in chat, they've been so patient waiting for us to take a trade. It would be nice for it to hit the take profit, right? But yeah, let's see what we can do. Let me just have a quick look at the H1. Yeah, just breaking above a VWAP level as well. Okay. I'm showing up across multiple charts. Okay. So yeah, potentially we could be on for a long position on S&P ES.
Yeah, we're prepared. We're prepared to take it. If we can stay above the opening range, then that's what we'll do. Let's see.
What about yourself? You looking to take the trade?
Yeah, I'm looking to take it. If we can, if we stay above, then I'm looking to take it. Yeah.
I'm asking you just to talk me into taking it as well. If you're taking it, I'm taking it.
What is this? What is this? Year 2?
Yeah. Year 2.5. I'm a big boy now. Come on.
Right. Oh my dear. Okay, let's see where we at.
Yeah. Okay. This is probably looking pretty good for myself. Probably gonna. If we hit that alert, potentially going to take that trade. It's going to be quick. Get over to the other accounts as well. Let me just check. 76.
I'm doing the same thing, doing my calculations.
Yeah, glasses on. It's so warm in the UK today, right? So glasses are sliding off my face. They're steaming up. It's I think I need like one of those sports bands on the back, right? Have you seen those?
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, those are the ones you mean to, like when you're on the boat, so your shades, your glasses don't fall in the water.
From the boat.
Yeah, when you're on a boat and you can put it around your neck, like it's like the strap on the back of your glasses or your shades. So that's that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yes, that's it. Yeah, they use them for cycling. I don't get on. I don't get living in Wales, mate. Don't get on the boat much. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You could use it for cycling as well, I guess. Yeah.
But saying that, do have plans to go bodyboarding on tomorrow, actually, going down to a real nice place down the west coast. So, yeah.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Car is loaded up, bodyboard's ready. And, yeah, the weather's supposed to be fantastic. What about yourself? Any plans for the weekend? We're really struggling now to keep things going, right?
Yeah, I think... I find we talked about it last week. Every time you get up and move, that's when the price will move in your favor, but not before.
Okay,
not before you get up and move. Just
over a minute, or just under a minute and a half. We're trading above the opening range high. Not the most convincing breakthrough, if I'm honest, but potentially we could be looking to go long on the next candle.
Yeah, I'm seeing this 5-minute candle. Looks like it wants to close above. I know a few people have asked, well, what about this? Why didn't you trade this? Why didn't you take this? So the strategy is very, I call it discretionary. So a lot of times, especially in the first 15 minutes of the day, you could get what would essentially be a fake out. So this, I would call this a potential fake out here. This happened yesterday as well. So you don't have to trade every single breakout. I know a lot of people may have tried to take that trade. But if you're using your risk management, you're using your stop loss, you shouldn't have been hurt too badly on taking this trade. And then you kind of reassess and you say, okay, what's next? I'm not going to get stuck in the bearish mind all day. And that's how you get hurt.
And the stop loss shouldn't define you, right? You know, it shouldn't be account break-in. You should be able to take multiple stop losses and still trade another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, so if your stop loss breaks your account, you're your contract size or your lot size is too high. You just need to reevaluate that. You know, you should be able to take quite a few. I'll say quite a few. You know, I'm probably talking 3 or 4 days red days in a row. And,
you should.
Yeah,
you
and
should.
if you can't, yeah, you're just trading. Your lot size is too big, so you just need to go away, reevaluate that, and just trade a percentage of your count. Okay, so we're getting close to potentially an entry here.
Live chat is live. Again, thank you for everybody in the live chat. We have, this is being simulcast on CTI's YouTube channel. They're celebrating 7 years on Sunday. And it's also live and direct on our Signature FX YouTube channel as well. We're doing some live trading on this Thursday. It's the 11th of July, 2025.
Yeah, and just apologies to the chat. I can't pick up on the chat at the moment because I'm just looking at 2 accounts. So I'm just getting ready, potentially going to enter a trade. Once I enter the trade, yeah, we'll get back to the chat.
Yeah, it's not.
I need
not as easy.
I need a third screen. That's what I need. I've only got 2 screens. And when I was learning to trade, I remember the more screens you have, the better you trade, right? Is that?
That is hilarious.
Why are you laughing?
That is hilarious.
Yeah,
I've had some conversations with other traders, and their first question is, "How many screens do you have?" It's like, "How many screens do you have?" I think
if you want to be a famous influencer on X, you need at least 5.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm going to make a note of that.
I've only got 2 at the moment, but Christmas is not far away, so. You never know.
You said something about buying a new big screen. I think, was it for Christmas or something? Oh, something just went off.
That's me.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay, let's give it a go.
All right. So, can we put up this one? Here we go. We're rocking and we're rolling.
Are you trading?
I'm trading. Okay.
I'm on my screen. Who's on display at the moment? See yourself. Oh, it's me.
Yeah, I can take it for a minute.
Yeah, okay. I'm just tidying things up. So,
do you want to show everybody you're working?
Okay. Let's go.
Where's your target at?
So I'm at 6322.5. Okay. What can I say? Not the best push through the opening range, and normally like a little bit more of a punch through the opening range, but we have had the price open above the opening range twice, so that does tick the boxes for myself. Also across multiple charts, or M5 up to the weekly, it's all showing an upward trend, so we're showing that. So yeah, I've taken the trade. It ticks the criteria. Just experience is telling me, I don't know, a little bit unsure about this push through here. Wasn't the best. But yeah, we will see. What I've done here, you can see I put an alert. This is about 75% profit target. So if we get up to this level here, I get the stop loss just into break even if we get there, right? So yeah, let's see what happens. Finally,
yeah, looking good.
Finally, we're in a trade chat.
We're in a trade. Anybody else in the live chat in a trade? Let us know. We're looking all right here. I'm also in a trade as well. You mind if I share mine?
Right. Yeah, live in. The account is demo. Andrew, what do you mean? 3 screens is better than 5. No, sorry, I disagree. More is better. Someone has hit the stop loss, lol. Not yet. Probably will. Let's go. I mean, price is breaking away from the weekly open gap, and longs look good for today. Come in. I got you now. Okay. Oh, great stuff. Yeah, thanks, chat. Keep it coming, please. And yeah, Mandela, if you wanna take over, over you go.
Thank you. I just wanted to share my my workings. Actually, talking about working out, I did pop into the gym today. Did just a quick power workout, and it's nice. So we moved house and we're at a new gym, so still kind of getting used to the layout of the gym, and I had to ask everybody where the bathrooms are. They don't call them bathrooms here; they call them toilets.
That's right.
It took a little while to find that, and
you're
nice. It's nice.
But you're in London town, right? It's quite posh. They probably call them water closets, WCs.
Actually, they do. They have. Do you know they have a bar? They have a bar called WC. It used to be a bathroom, used to be a restroom, and they converted it into a wine bar. It's called WC.
Does the beer taste like?
You sit where you sit. They've converted the seat, like the urinal, has been converted into like a bench. It's very strange. But if you are in the area, you should check it out at least once.
Okay, we got some chat from Signature FX, so here we go. Over to you, Mandela. Do you want to pick up some of the chat?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me just. Can I just?
Okay,
I'm terrible.
So,
stop loss into break even, and I'm back. You
go for it. So, Rosario, yeah, welcome to the show, a regular. So, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. What's up, Andrew? When you were on one of your yachts? No, listen, I'm from Wales. We're lucky to get a rubber dinghy here. But no yachts for us. Mandela's the posh one, right? We got E. Smith. Hopefully we fill the gap up. Yeah, me too. Hopefully we can go for it. And how does the WC bar smell?
It actually smells. So there was some water on the floor, but it was a rainy day. So there was. I think it was because of people's umbrellas. The water was kind of slippery. The floor was slippery. The smell is fine. I want to say it was a bathroom or toilet, restroom, public restroom, maybe 20 years ago. So they've sanitized everything with wipes and everything. And they actually have a restroom inside of the restroom bar. It's called WC. It's called Wine and Charcuterie. They kind of changed the letters.
Before we started this show, Mandela reminds me that we are, co-sharing with CTI. So he does say to me, best behavior. So yes, I have so much to say about the WC, but I'll behave myself because I am a guest on someone else's channel. So hello to the CTI crowd. How are you doing?
Thank you.
A quick
thank you.
I can see Mandela take a sigh of relief then, thinking, oh God, what's he going to say now? No, Mom, I'm a changed man. Okay, all right. We doing all right.
I've set my stop loss here. Where are you at? Your stop loss is in or what? What's going on?
Stop loss is in, so I'm trading the lucky 1-to-1. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And yeah, we're in a little bit of profit at the moment. CTI quite like it that you've gagged me. They think it's funny. Get some laughing emojis.
Well, good. At least somebody can. I need an out. I need some way to do it.
I always listen to you, Mandela. I don't know what you mean. But don't worry, chat. Don't worry, chat. One day we'll have a show after the watershed. No holds barred.
It's called the Wine and Charcuterie. Wine and Charcuterie. It's very posh inside. They have candles and stuff.
So I rest my case about the yacht, London town, posh bar.
Okay, what are we looking at here? I'm gonna just put an alert here just in case we do get a little dip. And then one other thing I'd like to look for is
1 second. I'll be back now. 2 minutes.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna just scroll through some of the things I like to check as we're fine tuning while we're in the position. So one thing is we like to look at the advances and decliners. So this is kind of like, I would call it the breadth and that's increasing. So the amount of companies advancing is looking good. That's supportive of the breakout. And then this is the volume, up volume versus down, or up volume minus down volume, and that's showing some weakness. So we may need to be a little bit nimble here, maybe potentially get out of this trade a little bit earlier than the target. We've moved our stop losses up, and we are using this EMA to keep us on the right side of the trend. So we're gonna try and see if we can hold above the 9 EMA. That's always a good sign. Shout out to Jerry Soltis, who introduced us to the 9 EMA here. So just having a little peek below what would have been Monday's high. Nothing to be too concerned about yet. I am gonna update this pre-market high because I didn't get a chance to do that before. So pre-market high is in fact 62.87 spot 9, 62.87, 62.87 spot 9. Boom shakalaka. 61. Okay, that was the high there. Okay, getting a nice push here. That's nice. That's awfully nice. So we're still in. What we usually do is we'll move our stop loss a little bit. Okay, and then pre-market low is here, and that's coming in at 62.34 on the nose. 64.34. Okay, we already did that. Okay, so scenarios here. Let's play it out. So we got this nice little fake out, just trying to, what I would call induce or try and bring in people short or convince people to get short here. And a lot of shorts would have gotten trapped here and then pretty much bounced off what would have been the low of the day. Also the 15-minute opening range low. And we kind of trickled up, moved above this 9 EMA, bounced off of it here, moved back into what would have been the previous day's low. We tested the opening range high, got rejected off of that, and then we very, very cautiously have kind of trickled higher. We have a position that we've entered. We have Monday's high here, which we're holding above. Also holding above the 9 EMA at the moment. And then targets, we could use this week's high. Actually, this needs to be updated. This would have been, yes, this week's high before yesterday. Previous week's close, that's interesting. So last week we closed here. If we close below this, then we're red for the week. I have a feeling here we may have a look at the previous week's close. Let's see if we can close near, at, below, or above last week's close. A lot of traders trade on a weekly basis. So this is a very good target. And then we have the all-time highest close. That's up here as well as the previous close. So that was yesterday. I'm going to just adjust this one, the week's high. And I do have an algorithm of some sort that can do this for me. I just am very lazy. Actually, today wasn't a good day. I didn't have time to do it today. But I am going to look at trying to use the algorithm for that purpose. All right, so this week's high is going to be okay. I'm not going to change it to here because we already have the all-time high is in fact this week's high. Same thing. So what we'll do is we'll just hide it for now. Okay, so scenarios for today, potential scenarios for today. We always like to try and lay out as many scenarios as possible for the day. So obviously we kind of look at last week's close, get up to last week's close. That would be a good one. We could reverse back here and maybe retest what would have been the 5-minute opening range, 15-minute opening range, and 30-minute opening range high. That's a possibility as well. We could maybe test Monday's high here. But yeah, that's kind of the scenarios I'm looking at. We could rip through back down through the opening range as well and head lower, possibility. And then another one is back to the previous close. Maybe give it a little bit of respect, show it some respect, not too much. And then do another little move up to the a new all-time high. That's also a good scenario that we would like to try and hold into. Those are the main scenarios that I can think of right now. So this is this way. Maybe we go like that. That's possible. So I would say this is probably A. And then this is probably B. So this is kind of rippy. This is drippy. And then we would have... we always make sure that this is always a possibility. Things kind of flatten out for the rest of the day. That's always possible. So kind of staying more or less in a bit of a range for the rest of the day would be, we call it not chippy, but sticky. So rippy, drippy, sticky. Welcome back, Andrew.
What did I miss? It's only gone a few minutes.
I tried to ram in everything.
Right.
I tried to give everybody all the scenarios, possibilities.
We are moving up.
Don't jinx it.
We're moving down.
Don't jinx it. Don't, please.
I bet on scenario A. So, okay, let me have a quick look. What am I looking at? Yeah, we're looking all right. Do you want to quickly just swap over to my screen for a second?
Of course.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
I got it.
I mean, go back.
Wait. I can't do it. You have
okay.
to. You haven't put up yours yet. We're gonna have to end this live stream soon, Andrew. Because remember, if the video is longer than 2 hours, people don't watch that.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Gotta keep it tight.
Okay. So yeah, I'm with you on that as well. But yeah, we can see we got to break up from the opening range. Yeah, we did a little bit of profit at the moment. Hopefully, we can get up to this level here and get that stop in to break even. But I think this has demonstrated the strategy that we're using, and I think the chat get a good idea of what we do, right? So, yes, okay. We'll keep an eye on this, and if we do have to end the stream, we can always let the chat know next week how we go on. So, yeah, over to you if you want to go back to the analysis.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted to quickly show everybody earning. So we have a lot of people that trade individual names, individual stocks in particular. So we just have a brief synopsis of the first 3 weeks of earnings, and it starts to get pretty interesting next week, where we're going to start to see quite a lot of interesting earnings announcements. So this is something that we will mention on future shows. But anybody who is trading, either investing and also trading stocks, it's good to be aware of the companies that are announcing earnings and what's coming up down the pipeline. So yeah, just look out for more in this space. And if you see any of the stocks that you hold or any of the stocks that you trade on a regular basis, you want to be aware, especially like Tesla, for example, tends to move in the lead up to earnings, and it also tends to move a lot after announcing their quarterly earnings. So just something to be aware of. Okay, Andrew, do we want to give it another 5 minutes and then wrap it up maybe?
Yeah, we give it another 5 minutes, wrap it up. Just get up. Okay. Yeah, we just seem to be ranging again, but yeah, just in a slight profit across all the accounts. Yes, and just a lot of earnings next week. Yeah, Mandela's your man for the earnings, so try and tune in on CTI next Thursday. I'm sure we can cover that in the open as well.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. We did get this week. We did have some bank earnings, and we had Delta coming out with earnings this week, and really good earnings out of Delta. Lifted all or most of the airlines. So American Airlines was also up after Delta's positive earnings. So we'll give you more information in the subsequent shows.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call it a day for YouTube. Got my trading, got my stop in, got my alert set if we get up to the profit target. Just want to say thanks to everyone in the chat and everyone that's viewing as well. Really appreciate you guys. It just motivates us, to keep doing these shows, and it's just great to make it interactive and have a chat and make it a little bit of fun along the way as well. So yeah, thanks very much, and I'll see you all next week. Mandela, I'll catch up with you later. Thanks for now.
All right, cool.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, everybody, that's it from me. I am more or less done for today. I do want to just mention everybody in the chat. So we got WhatsApp, we got Santosh, we have Rosario, we have E. Smith. I know who that is. And we are very, very happy to be streaming for you live and direct today. We also have in the City Traders Imperium live chat, we have Andrew Razzie, we have Kenatha, we have Kaxon, we have Jay, we have Su Young. Thank you very much for joining our live chat in the CTI simulcast. And we have, looks like, Dishi as well. Thank you again. Thank you everybody who has come out and who has supported our live stream. We will be doing this each and every week. We have some holidays planned, but we're planning to do these on the road as well as we look to try and provide you with what we're looking at and what we're trading and how we're seeing it. So we call this show the Pre-Market Show. My name is Mandela. I'm live and direct in the city of London, and we had Andrew on earlier, keeping us honest and keeping the live chat up to date. He's over in Wales, and we are Signature FX. Please, if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to get more of our content, make sure to subscribe, and feel free, share it with family, friends, loved ones. It helps us to grow. We really appreciate that. And I think with that, I'm going to say, have a good day, everybody. Until next time, make sure you protect your capital first and foremost. It's about protecting your capital, and then we grow it. I know they say scared money don't make money, but if you have nothing to trade and your account's blown, you ain't got nothing. So make sure you protect your capital. And until next time, happy trading.